Do you trust your fellow player characters? Welcome to my channel. I focus on tabletop role-playing games, video games, and science fiction. The question was asked in the RPG Brigade on Facebook about trusting your fellow player characters, your fellow players, to see if they would do various things. Would you trust them to play your character? Or an interesting question that comes out of that is, would you trust your fellow players to play your character if you were unable to attend a session? So that, say something came up and you weren't there, but you had you had provided a copy of your player character sheet, and would you trust the other players to play that? My answer, no. I wouldn't trust the party to play my character. I'll be blunt and say no. And I'll explain why. I come from playing original Dungeons and Dragons. In original Dungeons and Dragons, Greyhawk introduced the thief. And I can't remember where the assassin was introduced. That might have been in Blackmoor or maybe Eldritch Wizardry. But it was the assassin is a subclass of thief. So the assassin it was a master of disguise in addition to being the standard thief, so they could do various things like that. And it always allowed a character to act like a thief, but who was actually an assassin. And if you have a thief in your party, do you trust trust to have the thief, because he would pickpocket other members of the party? That's the way I started playing. It was common if you had a thief in your party, and you probably wanted a thief in your party, that you had to be very careful about your belongings, because the thief would steal it. If you found a magic item, the thief would try to get dibs on it, or if you got it first, that he might steal it from you. So that was not unknown. It was common that you didn't trust your player characters. That's why I've said I've played in evil campaigns. I've ran evil campaigns, and I've ran campaigns where they were relatively good, but you would have characters who were a little nefarious, who would want to do that. In fact, I was running a 4th edition. I ran a 4th edition relatively recently, a couple of years ago, on Google Hangouts, and one of the players wanted to play an assassin. He was also an old school gamer, and he wanted to play an assassin. So I introduced an interesting part of role play, which is when your party meets up, you don't say what your character is. You describe your character, and you can't use your race or your class in your description. You have to describe what you're wearing and what you do, and maybe a little bit about you if you wanted to that, but you have to role play that. This allows someone who wants to play a nefarious character, who goes in there and is planning on offing other members of the party, to meld in and just, put people at ease. I'm just a rogue. I'm not really an assassin that's going to kill you in your sleep. But why not? So it's the interesting thing, if you play that way, where the characters do what they want, you don't want other people seeing your character sheet, because that character sheet may have things on there you don't want other people to know. You may have some poisons on there. You may have a variety of things. You find a treasure and you keep it for yourself. You don't share it with the party. So you've got to list that down on your character sheet, but you don't want anybody else to see that. And and the question comes up is, oh, here, play this character. He's not here today. Oh, well, the first thing we do is, oh, he doesn't need all this gold. Let's distribute it to all the other characters because he's got so much gold. Then, and you come back and your character is now almost broke. They've left you with, a few coins in your pocket. But that's it. They've spent all your gold. Oh, we had some unexpected expenses. And yes, and you treated the bar and did all this other stuff. So, yes, we had a really good time, and what happened is your character came back with 3 different kinds of venereal disease. Oh yes, we made sure he had a lot of fun. No, that's that's why I don't trust anybody else to play my character. It's just doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe you guys play a different kind of game, but I don't trust other people to play my characters when I'm playing them. Now, the question is, do you trust the DM? Now, that's a little bit harder, the DM or the GM. And I tend to figure out ways as a DM to figure out how to remove characters and how to introduce characters. Or actually, I just don't even bother. I just go, okay, you know, now the party is this, they magically appeared, or this person magically disappeared, or whatever. It does get difficult in that you need to make a distinction between the party's holdings and what a player is holding. Because that way, if a player isn't there that week and they've got an integral component or something like that, or the integral piece of the puzzle that you need, that the group has that, not the player character has that. You can say that he's carrying it at this time, but it's part of the play, it's part of the group treasure or group equipment. So you can do that. That's my approach to it. But no, I don't trust anyone. But it's an interesting question. And so would I trust the DM? Depends upon the DM. If I was playing with me as the DM, I don't think I would trust me. I am too nasty of a DM. I kill characters. You give me the character, I treat him as an NPC. And that means that they could do horrible things. And you could when you come back, your character has 3 different kinds of venereal disease. Yes, that may be there. Yes, your character had a lot of fun. So what do you think? Do you trust your fellow players to play your character? Or do you even trust the DM to play your character? I'd like to hear your comments in the comments below, and I'll try and respond. You know, are you just like I am, very paranoid about everybody, or do you have some trust? Thank you for watching my video. I look forward to learning what you think about this video. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all your comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down. I appreciate both forms of feedback. If you're new here and would like to subscribe, you can click on the icon on the left. If you're interested, there's more content on the right.